Sabidi, continue on from where I left off from footnote 23. The responses of Prince Mongkut, his name spelled Mongkut, legitimate heir to the Bangkok throne and a future king, Rama IV, 1851 to 1868, were also recorded. On October 30th, 1831, the prince confided to the first American missionaries in Bangkok, who would introduce him to Western culture and language, that his own nation, the Siamese, have also been very cruel in their wars against the Burmese and Laos. Footnote 24. So Brim, B-I-R-M-A-N-S, could be Burman. One of the first Siamese female poets, Khun Phum, 1815 to 1880, and Phum is spelled P-H-U-M, so hopefully I pronounced that right, was a lady-in-waiting to Mongkut's consort. A Lao princess named Duang Tham, D-U-A-N-G-K-H-A-M, Khun Phum could not restrain herself from expressing her disapproval of Javanese political undertaking. One excerpt from her poem, Nirat Bang Yi Kan, I think Nirat, first word, N-I-R-T, second B-A-N-G, third Y-I-K-H-A-N. It could be Yaitan, I don't know. Named after the Lao king's residence in Bangkok. Chid him for his impetuous rebellion. If the Prince of Vientiane had relied on the power of the Thai, he could still exist. Instead, he took on a ferocious air, and he collapsed. Footnote 2. However, Khun Phum's critique of Zhao Nu was tempered by her witness of the brutality displayed by Siam's warrior chief, Zhao Praya Budin Thondesha, shortened Budin. So his full name is spelled B-O-D-I-N-T-H-O-N-D-E-C-H-R, Budin Thondesha. Hopefully I pronounced that right. And then this one I might butcher as well too, so I'll go ahead and spell it out. N-A-T-T-H-A-W-T and last name C-U-T-T-H-I-S-O-N-G-K-H-R-A-M. Okay, Natthawut Sutisong Khum, Khun Phum's biographer and commentator, describes Budin in these terms. Zhao Praya Budin Thondesha have the habit of brutalizing everyone, and no one within reach of his hand could fail to boast of having had his back striped from the strokes of the whip, which he always had in hand. Which he always had in his hand, which is footnote 26. As our story unfolds, we shall learn that this strong man was none other than the victor over the Lao, the captor of Anu, and the man who torched Vientiane. Footnote 27. A descendant in her own way, her dissident in her own way, Khun Phum indirectly registered certain objections to Thai aggression against Laos. She refused to write the required encomium for King Rama III while he was still alive. She complicated her career and existence by launching sharp criticism against the governor of Korat, Budin's associates in politics as well as in speculation, but also the bete noir of the Lao. Footnote 26. And bete is spelled B-E-T-E and noir is Noire, and that's a French word. And I'm not sure what the K means, but noir is black. So, and continuing on, she and her Bangkok friends were truly horrified by the carnage inflicted on the Lao and scandalized by the booty brought back by Bangkok's armies. The secular arm of Thai power. Khun Phum moored her barge on the banks of the Menam, M-E-N-A-M, Chao Phraya, near the center of power, but situated so that the Bangkok establishment could not easily reach it. However, she was unable to savor herself from taking pride in her country's power and missions. Her état de mai, it's another French word, E-T-A-T, and then the second word is D'-A-M-E, was shared by a large portion of the Bangkok elite, which never doubted its manifest destiny, its mission, civilisatrice, or civilisatrice, it's spelled C-I-V-I-L-I-S-A-T-R-I-C-E, civilisatrice. Footnote 29. Her attitude can be characterized as the archetype of Bangkok chauvinism rather than of Thai nationalism. Footnote 30. But in fact, cultural influences do not all flow in one direction. The violent conflict between these two kingdoms left lasting marks on the Thai as well as the Lao. For example, the Thai military expedition against the Lao and subsequent annexation of Lao territory deeply imprinted a Lao culture identity on the population in Thailand's northeast, Isan, and ironically transferred some traditions into the region that were originally generated by a passionate Lao resistance and the memory of that resistance. The original character of the Northeast in a sense was revived during the first half of the 19th century as a result of the annexation of the Principality of Vientiane and the deportation of part of its population to the right bank of the Mekong, which is footnote 31. Generations upon generations of the Isan people, as well as their ethnic relatives on the east bank of the Mekong River, have delighted in chanting the rebellious Phun Viang Chronicle of the Vientiane Kingdom, or Khua Luang, Khun Chao Raksavong, Chronicle of Chao Raksavong. Chao Raksavong was Chao Nu's son. Footnote 32. The Phun Viang and Khua Luang, Khun Chao Raksavong crystallized the rancor and the hatred experienced by the Lao, while simultaneously detailing the revolts that began during the Siamese invasion in 1778 to 1779. In these epics, the Lao excelled the exploits of Chao Nu and his people, who rose up to defend themselves, arms in hand. The epigraph on the cover of a book authored by Prathip Chumphol identified the Phun Viang as a literary masterpiece about the first instance of Thai exploitation of Lao people living on both banks of the Mekong River. So I'll go ahead and stop there. I'll continue on with the last section, the last part for this section.